What is up? I'm so happy to be here. Here we are with another video slash episode. And I feel like we've just really hit the ground running this September. And I'm super happy and grateful. I'm happy for you because you're getting some amazing knowledge. And I'm also happy for myself because I'm sticking with it, okay? All gas, no brakes. Guys, let me tell you something. Don't quit when dance training gets tough. Notice I said when, not if, when. Dancers always find the toughest tough parts of dance to come during training. Why is this? Because during training, you are doing a few things. You are learning something new. You are brushing up on something. You are getting different movement quality, movement vocabulary settled into your body. You are likely implementing technique and choreography and the feeling associated with putting all those things together. Sometimes you are also having to keep your body up while making sure you are not cheating yourself out of your training. And that can happen sometimes on days where you feel very like lethargic, or you feel like you're super sore, or you're just not feeling it, because let's be honest, dance can take a lot out of you. It just can. It just can. So the training part is where you can really feel like that grinding of the gears, so to speak. And sometimes it makes you want to quit. Sometimes it makes you want to give up. But I'm here to tell you not to give up. Why should you not give up? I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. One, because you did not begin training in dance to give up. This can be training whether you're a pre-professional or training while you're a professional. And the reason this is possible is because you're always going to be a student so long as you are not the person in the front of the room. And even if you have the opportunity to become the person in front of the room, you're always learning. You should always be learning when it comes to your craft, to your art, right? But another reason you should not give up when it gets tough is because you notice that I said that toughness usually comes when we're in the studio, when we're training, when we're doing like the foundational work, right? You're going into work day after day, you're taking bar day after day, you're going in rehearsals day after day, whether you're working full time or you're in college or some sort of training program. That's where the toughness happens. But then, do you notice that once it's time to get on stage, we're ready? We are ready to go. And it's like those lights, the Marley, even before the audience gets there. I'm talking about even when it's theater week and it's time to rehearse and when it's time to warm up on stage, something just comes alive in you, right? And everything that you struggled with in rehearsal, everything that you struggled with in the bar, everything that you struggled with even up until tech rehearsal, it sort of melts away. And if it does not completely melt away, it sort of diminishes. Why? Because you've gotten through those tough parts. And so, how would you feel if you were to quit dance? You were to give up on your ability to reach the next level, your ability to become even better. If you quit in this part, but then allow yourself to miss the beauty of the stage, allow yourself to miss the beauty of performance. How would you feel if you quit at this part, but then you end up thinking about it and you notice, I never gave myself the chance to get to the most beautiful part or the most fun part? Honestly, the part that defines what your training meant to you and how you worked your body and worked your mind during the training time. Because if you don't know, the stage is not the time for you to train. The stage is not the time for you to dissect Every little thing. The stage is not the time for you to be meticulous and think to yourself and put your mind in overdrive and say, oh my gosh, am I doing this? Am I doing that? Am I taking this correction? Are my ribs this way? Is my leg high enough? X, Y, and Z. The stage is not the time for that. The training is the time for that. I remember taking a class with Milton Myers. Let me just put a pause right here. Milton Myers, his class just sent me through the roof. I absolutely love the Horton technique, but let me tell you something he said. He said that when we are training, when we are in the studio taking class, he said, think of it as a lab. You know, if you're in college or whatever, you have your lecture and then you have your lab, right? And then depending on what type of courses you have or how they're situated, the lab is always to help you dissect even further, right? The lab is always situated to where you can go into detail about things. So what Milton Myers was saying is that when you're in the studio, that's your time to go so far that maybe you fall. That's your time to put in so much energy and you say that, oh, wait, I actually need to pull back a little bit, or I need to put in more effort. That is the training. And then he went on to say, when you get on the stage, that's when you dance. So if you quit when it gets tough, not if, dance can be, y'all know I said this before, it can make you think, baby, why did I even think I can do this? Why did I even say I want to be a dancer? Am I Delulu, right? We all have those days. But if you quit in this part where you're training, where you're in the lab, where you should, be comfortable with making mistakes and figuring it out and, feeling like, oh, I can't do this, or, oh, this sucks, or, that's the point I want to get to. If you quit right here, you'll never feel the beauty and the glory of that stage point. Okay? That is literal, but also allow it to marinate as a metaphor. Listen, do not give up in your dance career, in your dance training when it gets tough, because it will get tough. Something that one of my absolute favorite dance coaches and dance teachers, Erin Jaffe Gardner, often says, and she has said it to me a few times, like, Trinity, don't be so hard on yourself. No, it's okay. It looks great. All while we're training. It's okay. It's okay to feel like you can do better. It's okay to feel like, I just want to quit. I need to have a break. It is okay. Because like Milton Myers said, like Aaron said, this is a lab. Do not give up on yourself. This is the training time. It is okay. And guess what? When you use this training time effectively, guess what? You give yourself permission to thrive. And you'll see that you'll begin not only thriving in the training, you will inevitably thrive once you get to the stage. Because again, never forget, stage is not the time for training. Stage is not the time for labbing. Stage is not the time for meticulous discovery and observation. No, 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 no. We did that in training. And because we did that in our dance training, we give ourselves permission. And not only that, we are fully prepared to just dance. Another one of my favorite and most incredible dance coaches, dance teachers, Eric Conrad, he would always or often say that you do this work, we're training, this is what we're doing, and then you just dance. As dancers, our bodies are so intelligent, you'll be surprised that your bad days don't go to waste. Even when it feels completely crappy, you'll be surprised what a break, going home, eating a nice meal, getting up the next day, okay, putting on a fresh outfit, looking cute, having your warm-ups on, you'll be surprised the positive impact that has on you. Next thing you know, it's the next day, you're working on that same step, that same rep, that same choreography, and like magic, it's 10 to 20 times better. And then you keep building from that point, and then you build from the next high. This all helps you to get to that performance, but we won't get here, or we won't experience the glory, the beauty, the elevation of this point from which we can also catapult so that our next training position can be even higher than the original one. We'll never get there if we quit. So do not quit. Keep it going. I'm here with you. And that's all for today. All right, guys, you know I absolutely love being in this space with you. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share all of the things, all of the links. And if you want to learn more about the things that I'm talking to you about, make sure you go look at my website and tap into the Dance Career Resources. I am telling you, I am giving dancers that knowledge that, baby, you're not finding anywhere else in real life. And I say that with all humility because the concepts and the curriculum that I have put together for dancers, it is completely incredible. And it comes from my experiences, the things that I've learned, the gems that I've picked up along the way, not just from myself kind of teaching myself, but from actual dance legends. And they are tried, the Timeless Dance Gems are tried and tested. I still use them to this day. It's a part of me and who I am as an artist. I teach it to other dancers, and they have grown by leaps and bounds, not just in their performance, but in their confidence, in them, you know, just going off and expanding their network, in them getting contracts, in them getting merit scholarships to train at different places, in them just being able to even get guest artist work per my recommendation. And I give God all the glory for that because I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl who trying to get on my Baryshnikov, Judith Jamison, Linda Celeste Sims, all of the people, Arthur Mitchell, Alvin Ailey, okay? So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. And yeah.